Okay, this week we are going to continue with our building blocks of good declare play. This week we're going to talk about promoting high cards, which seems very easy, and it is. But like every other technique, you have to pay attention when using it. In its simplest form, promoting high cards just means knocking out the highest card to make yours good. So the first example, you just knock out the ace and give yourself two good tricks. That's promoting high cards. The same principles apply, though, as playing high cards. Remember last week when we talked about playing high cards and deciding where we want it to be. This is dummy, this is our hand. We have the same concept of promoting our cards by knocking out the ace, but we have an opportunity to have two winners in this hand by playing this card first, right? Leaving us two winners in this hand. Or we have the opportunity to give ourselves two winners in this hand by knocking that card out first. We can overtake our jack with our queen and win the 10. So you need to remember to use your high cards as vehicles. They're not just winners, they're vehicles to go back and forth in a hand. Last example like this is you have one trick in this suit. And let's say you play the small card and they rise with the ace. Okay, you have choices, so don't play too quickly. They play the ace, you can play the king, giving yourself the entry in dummy, or you can play small, giving yourself the entry in your hand. So when promoting your high cards, think about them as transportation often. Let's look at a hand. Sometimes you just want to promote your high cards without taking finesses. When would you want to do that? Sometimes we have something like this. We have three in our hand, and we don't choose to take a finesse. We're just going to play the ace, the king, knock out the jack, and have three winners in this suit. Why would we use promotion over finesse? We'll look at that. Let's say this is our hand. That's dummy's hand. Okay, we'll give him a couple of cards here, and a couple of cards there, and five. Okay, now our hand looks like this. I have a nice hand. We have the rest of the diamond suit. Okay, so they lead, of course, a diamond, or a club, sorry, our long suit. They lead the club, whatever, an X of clubs. Now, if we look at our hand, we have all the spades, right? We have two heart losers. We're only going to have one spade loser because we're going to pitch the other one over here. And we have possibly the king of diamonds to lose.
Well, what's the contract?
The king of clubs.
Are we no jump?
It doesn't matter.
Oh.
I don't care if you're in one spade. This is how you play the hand. It doesn't matter what the contract is. So when this small club comes out, we're going to use promotion over finesse. Why? It's so tempting to take the finesse. Well, what did this person lead from? How many clubs are you missing? Four. Did they lead from the king doubleton? I don't think so. Did they lead from king third? Maybe. That's a maybe. But what's the most probable thing they led from?
Singleton.
The singleton. So here's what's going to happen. You're going to play low. They'll win their king. They'll give them a trump trick. They'll play a heart over. They'll give them a trump trick, and you still have a heart to lose. When you started with three losers on this hand, two hearts, and the king of diamonds. So this is an instance where you use promotion. They play their club. I think I keep calling clubs diamonds, but they play the club. You win the ace, draw your trump, and now lose that card. You have spade protected. The most they can do is take two hearts. Okay? So remember to use promotion when you can count all of your tricks and not just generally rely on your finesse. Okay? All right, we'll get started.